Anthony Davis is the best defensive player on earth. Did this topic interest you? Let's go to the news. In the pile opposite of Brooks, filed under guys who lived up to their defensive reputation and then some, was Anthony Davis, who was so impactful on the defensive end in Game 6, and this series, that you'd be forgiven for demanding that Jaren Jackson Jr. go get his Defensive Player of the Year trophy from the locker room at halftime and present it to Davis at midcourt. The Grizzlies shot just 30.2% from the field in Game 6, per my friend Keith Parrish of the Grits and Grinds podcast. That's the 7th worst percentage in the 2,327 games in Grizzlies franchise history, and Davis's fingerprints were all over every errant shot, often literally. He finished with 5 blocks. According to the Lakers, his 24 blocks in the series were the most by any player in a 6-game playoff span in almost a decade. Davis was everywhere defensively in Game 6 especially, leaving the painted area portion of the Grizzlies' shot chart looking like a blood-soaked Quentin Tarantino set rather than any real hope of effective offense. The Grizzlies are going to see Davis's face leering down at them and his muscle-bound inflatable tube-man arms blotting out the gym lights in their nightmares. In order not to miss the latest Lakers news firsthand, it is very important that you leave your likes so that YouTube continues to share these news with you. Back to the video. Davis was a defensive game-changer all year for the Lakers, but he has ramped it up a level even by his own incredible standards this postseason. Over the 6 games of the first round, the Lakers gave up a defensive rating of 100.4 while Davis was on the court, compared to 106.3 when he sat, per NBA.com. Both rates are better than the league-leading Cavaliers in the regular season. Thanks again for shooting, Dillon Brooks. But the former is almost a full 10 points better, basically the difference between the Cavs' #1 ranked defense and the 30th ranked Spurs. In Game 6, the Grizzlies managed an offensive rating of 82.5 with Davis on the court, nearly a full 30 points worse than the offensive rating of the league last Hornets, for context. Again, all this is small sample size theater, but hopefully in concert with each other these numbers illustrate just how unbelievable Davis has been. It is unlikely the Lakers will see another offense worse than the Grizzlies' plan of just throwing themselves at the rim as hard as possible like orcs firing corpses out of a catapult, but if Davis is at this level, it's going to be awfully hard for teams to score nonetheless. That is a scary enough proposition for whoever the Lakers face next, but it is even more so if Davis is getting as much offensive help as he did in Game 6. Leave your opinion in the comments because your opinion is very important to NBA icons. Subscribe to the channel because I will update you with more news from this information anytime. A big hug.